Hello, students. Welcome to the science class. As we had started yesterday with the discussion of the new chapter number 15, Air Around Us, today also we will discuss some of the questions basically from awareness book from this chapter. So let's start. First one. Plants use carbon dioxide from air for photosynthesis. How is the carbon dioxide in air replaced? I should not be, I don't have to tell you the answer. You all know that is the carbon dioxide plants take for photosynthesis, and that carbon dioxide is back into the air by the respiration of the animals, respiration of the plants, as well as the burning of the fuel by human beings. So, by these three processes, that is the respiration of animal, respiration of plants, as well as the burning of the fuel. Here, fuel means the coal, petroleum, natural gas, all this when burnt, they produce carbon dioxide. So ultimately, they are giving carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Next question. Why should we breathe only through the nose and not through the mouth? This is a very interesting, this is a question, that is we should always take the inhale through the nose, not through the mouth. Why? Because the fine hair and the mucus which are present inside the nose, they prevent the dust particles from entering into our respiratory system. Whereas if we breathe through our mouth, then mouth doesn't have this hair or the dust particles. So all the, hair and mucus, so all the dust particles have the probability to enter into our body because there is nothing to filtrate them. So as a result of which these dust particles, they get into the body and the person becomes sick. So it is always advisable to breathe through the nose because it is the specialized organ which is meant for breathing, and that is why you can see the hair and the mucus structures are present within the nose which is acting as a filter. Okay, so it is always advisable to breathe through the nose and not through the mouth. Next question. Why do deep sea divers carry oxygen cylinder with them? This is a very interesting question. Why the deep sea divers always carry oxygen cylinder? Because there is no free oxygen in the sea water, because whatever dissolved oxygen are present, they are all taken by the aquatic plants and aquatic animals, especially aquatic animals. And so there is no extra oxygen for them to, for the divers to breathe, and as a result of which the divers had to carry the extra oxygen cylinder with them. Okay, because uh, what they otherwise without oxygen they won't be able to survive, and so while diving they have to carry their own oxygen because whatever are obtained from that environment is not sufficient for them to carry out the respiration. Okay. Next question. What should be done if the clothes of a person catch fire accidentally? See, this is a very wrong notion that most majority of you have the notion that if there is fire of on a living body or of a person's cloth, then you should pour water. Exactly no. A woolen blanket is put around the burning cloths because the supply of oxygen to the burning cloth is cut off. Why? Because already I had told, and in the when I was discussing with the chapter, and also yesterday when I was discussing about the very short questions, that oxygen is the gas which supports combustion. So If in a burning cloth region more oxygen will be supplied, automatically the burning intensity will increase. It will keep on burning more and more and more. So we have to cut the supply of the oxygen, and to cut the supply of the oxygen is the covering that area through the with the woolen blanket. Okay, so woolen blanket, that is why it's put around the burning cloth to cut the supply of the oxygen, and hence automatically it will stop burning. Next question: what is the importance of water vapor in air? What is the importance of water vapor? That means water vapor always adds to the role in the water cycle. The water cycle in the nature, already you had learnt, water vapor has a tremendous role in it. Next question: why a burning candle stops burning after some time when covered with an inverted gas jar? When a burning candle is covered with an inverted gas jar, then the candle take whatever oxygen is necessary for burning from the air enclosed within the gas jar. Because of the same reason just now I had told, that is, oxygen always supports the burning. But inside the gas jar, a very small amount of gas is present or air is present, and so all its oxygen is used up by the candle within a very short time. Now there is no oxygen left for the candle to glow or candle to burn, and so the candle extinguishes. Because there is no more oxygen, because there is nothing to support combustion, and automatically they extinguish. Next is: how do aquatic animals get oxygen required for breathing? The aquatic animals use oxygen required for breathing from the dissolved oxygen. The oxygen which is dissolved in water, the aquatic animals get that oxygen. What is a smoke? How is smoke produced? And explain why tall chimneys are installed in factories. So first is, what is a smoke? What is a smoke? It is it's a particle. It's a part which composed of carbon particles and some gases. And how are they produced? They are produced by burning of fuels. You will see wherever a fuel is burnt, smoke is produced. So smoke is always produced by burning of a fuel. And why tall chimneys are installed? Tall chimneys are installed in order to take the smoke which are produced in the factory high up in the air. Why high up in the air? To reduce the harmful effect on the ground. Okay, because in the ground only human settlement there, animals living there, all the habitable spaces are there. So if the smoke is coming from the factory disturbs that, ultimately it will cause health hazards. So the smoke which are coming out from by the exhaustion of the fuels are uh, always thrown high up in the air, so that they don't come downstairs down or the ground level and produce its harmful effect on the ground. I hope by this discussion of the question answers, your ideas are cleared, you can understand in a better way. And for more further clarification, we will continue this chapter discussion tomorrow. Till then, all of you stay safe, stay well. Thank you.